So we had seen these stages of PLC last time. Okay, so there are basically 4 stages of PLC, and the 4 stages are, for the first stage is the introduction stage, the second stage is the growth stage, then comes maturity, and finally it is the decline stage of the product. So we had seen these 4 stages, and we had also seen what are the features. So what are the various features in every step, that also we had seen. So quickly let me go through it. The 4 stages are introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. Okay, the introduction stage, what happens? It's the first stage. Product is introduced in the market and manufacturer is at risk in this stage, and the customer base is to be built in during the stage. What are the features? The profit margin is less, uh, prices are high, product is new and it is innovative product, and competition is not there. This is the most important thing. There is no competition, and growth in sales volume is low because it's the first stage. Then comes second stage. So what is the important thing in this? Primary goal is to establish market and build customer for the product. Then comes strategy. Then comes growth stage. Okay, what happens in growth stage? The product is growing now. Okay, you can see the curve. The product is growing and it is uh, establishing its customer base in the market. People are liking, the customer are liking the product and they are purchasing it. So sales also increases in this stage, and if the manufacturer want, then major improvements can be done in the product, and promotions or advertising still remain. It again depends on company to company whether they want to keep advertising or they want to reduce, but generally this is the scenario that promotion has to be done in this stage only because it is growing stage. Then comes the maturity stage. So in maturity stage, the product maturity stage consists of 2 parts. The first part where the product is stable in the market for few years, and the second part where the product starts to slightly, the sales starts to decline. Okay, and the main reason for this decline may be because the product is not that much attracting the customers, one thing, or similar product has come in the market by some different manufacturer, or the product has many issues. Right now at this stage the product has many issues, so people are not interested to buy the product. Earlier they bought and they found that there are issues in the product now, so they are not interested now. And then there is a last stage. And what is the last stage? The last stage is the decline stage. So in the decline stage, what happens? The sales of the product drops quickly and customer don't purchase the product, and they search for some different option. And what can be done in this? There are options. The options in this are, the options available are either to go with the product and whatever items are made, quantity of items are made, sell it and get the profit and discontinue the product, or discontinue the product at once to, so that the reputation of the company remains, or maintain the product, increase the quality of the product, or do the necessary changes. And then again you can have the graph. You can see the graph is growing from here, or you can reduce the cost and find users in the new location. Okay, the location which is not tried, you can try it there, and that way you can the company can decide on what to be done, what is to be done. Okay, here now the importance of product engineer is very much important. The role of product engineer is very much important here in this case. Why? Because if the product engineer comes to know somewhere here only, the product engineer will come to know that okay, the product is declining, so what new thing can be done? Okay, that has to be incorporated, that can be incorporated. He should communicate it to the higher management. Okay, the sales are decreasing, what are the, these are the reasons why the sales are decreasing, and what we can do for that. That has to be communicated by the product engineer somewhere at the towards the end of the maturity stage or at the start of the decline stage. Now again you can see there is this line you can see which is separating the maturity and decline stage, but it is not a fixed line. Okay, it can vary depending on the product, and I told you that day how it can vary. This curve, although the curve will have these four stages, but its shape can either widen or it can increase or decrease in the height. Okay, or it can widen in this direction or along the time. So the role of product engineer is really important here to either to continue the product or to what discontinue the product. Now we'll see few examples of these four stages. This is the first example. First is of the introduction stage example. These are the products which are not available in the market. Okay, and people have heard about it, maybe heard about it, and they are these products are yet to be launched in the market. Okay, so this is the first example. So you can see this is a flying car, and this is the official video by this company. And now this flying car means it is a basically car, and it can also fly in the sky. And this is now the official video. You can see within minutes it can not within I think within seconds, it less than a minute it gets converted into a car, and then again it can get converted into a plane. So this is the flying car. This is the first product that is in the introduction stage. Okay, it has cleared the idea stage, the development stage. Idea means it is on in the mind. Then development, it has been developed on the paper, then on computer, and all those things. And now it is about to be introduced in the market. Okay, so it is in the introduction stage. Then the next product is smart glass. Okay, this glass we are earlier launched by Google, but then they were not that popular. So it is still in the introduction stage. Other companies like Apple is also planning to launch this smart glass, where people can see in virtual image of whatever is there in the mobile or to where whichever thing they connect. Then online healthcare and education, online education. So because of this pandemic, there are so many products which are introduced in the market, and the sale of laptop, the sale of mobile have increased, the sale of earphone, iPod has increased, and these are the products which are in introduction stage. Okay, new companies are coming in the market and they are introducing their product. Then virtual reality headset. Okay, this is again a new thing which is coming in the market. Although it's not that new, maybe many students know about it, virtual reality, and it is there in the market, and people are slowly understanding this. Okay, what are these products and how these products can be used. Then self-driving car. This is again a product which is in the introduction stage. Okay, these are few products which I am aware of are in the introduction stage. There may be more products which are in the introduction stage. Then growth stage. Growth stage means the product are considered fringe till a few years back. Now they are in the market. Electric cars. Okay, they are in the market, and slowly their products are getting popular. Internet of Things with the fourth industrial revolution, the Internet of Things have come into picture, and now you can think of your fridge, microwave, or even light bulb. It can, and at some places this is happening. So it's not in the introduction stage; it's in the growth stage. So in country like India, you can say it is slightly in the introduction stage, or it has uh, crossed the introduction stage and on the verge of going to growth stage. Okay, so if you go to interior parts of India where non-metro cities, people may not be knowing about what is electric car or IoT. So it depends on the country also. iPod, yeah, AirPod, these are also used since few days, and its growth has increased, and they are also in the stage of growth of product. Then organic foods is something which is again in the growth stage. Then in maturity stage, TV cable connection, a lot of places people are removing this TV cable connection, and Amazon and Netflix and other things have come, and because of that, this TV cable connection is removed, and D2H is also there. Then fuel cars. In some countries, the fuel car are now they are thinking of ban on the fuel cars, and after few days, it will not be there in some countries. Even in India, they have planned 2025 to be free of fuel. Let's see how much it can be met. Then kitchen appliances that don't have internet connections. Okay, so I told you about few appliances like microwave, fridge. Okay, if so, these are now in the maturity stage. After a few days, see here you can see IoT, Internet of Things have come. So you can put the microwave on, you can put the fridge on off, or your light or AC. There are some ACs which can operate if you are out of the home, and you can give the command to the AC. It will switch on, and then it will chill the room before you enter the room, like this. So if these are there, then these products which are already there, then these products will not be used by the customer. So now they are in the maturity stage. Okay, yet to go into decline stage, but yes, they are more in the maturity stage now. Then personal computers. Okay, most of the people now use laptop, or they have tabs, or they have big screen mobile. So most of the things, those can be done on computer. Those were done on computer now can be done on laptop. Printout can also be done given by mobile, through mobile. So these things are reaching the maturity stage, and you will see with a period of time that these things will not be there. Okay, they will be out, and they will not be seen in the real life. Or if I come to this decline stage, see CD or DVD player, instead of CD DVD, I wanted to write floppy. No, floppy disk is not there anywhere. Okay, floppy disk, I don't know how many of you have seen floppy disks. Maybe computer students know about it. I am not sure about other students, but then floppy disk is not used nowadays. Okay, floppy came, then CD came, then DVD came, then pen drive came, and now CD DVD. We are talking about CD DVD is in the maturity stage. So floppy disks are not there. Okay, it is almost reached the last portion of its shell. I have hardly seen in few years that floppy disk is used. Then landline phone. Okay, landline phone has been replaced by the cordless phone, and then they have been replaced by mobile phone, pager, and then mobile phone, and uh, at only in government or some private organizations where you can see this landline phone. Then keypad, mobile phone, or feature phones. Okay, so this mobile phone which was launched earlier with keypad. Now that has been replaced by smartphone. Now hardly you will see this keypad wala phone. Dial, you have to dial it by using a keypad. Diesel car also it's going to be not in the feature in the picture after a few years. And again, pen drive typewriter. It's not at all there. Okay, this was the first typewriter. Then the shape and everything changed, and it is almost not there. Only in some institutes where they teach typing. Then this VCR. This is not anywhere now. Another example is of Maruti 800. Okay, Maruti 800. It was the car of India, and it was used. It was so much popular and affordable, low price car, and also the service stations were available everywhere. So from it came in India in 1983. Then in its growth stage, very new features were introduced. AC system was introduced. Music was introduced in the car. Okay, so new batch of production when it was launched that time, not in the introduction stage. When it was launched that time, it was not there, but later on it came. Then it also establishes service center at every 50 kilometers. Then in the maturity stage, they also tried to launch few more vehicles. They launched this 800 EX, then Estilo, Alto, then Wagoner also was launched. And in 2002, Maruti launched Alto with a bigger and stylish version of Maruti 800. Okay, so all this was done in the maturity stage so that the Maruti company remains in the market. Also, other companies started to come up like General Motors, Ford, Tata, and then because of those, what happened? This sale of 800 was reduced and it came in the decline stage. Then what strategies was adopted by Maruti? It developed a big source of income like Maruti Insurance, Maruti Finance. This was brought in the market, and it also made some partnership with the State Bank of India. Okay, so uh, take a loan from State Bank of India, and you will get at lower price for purchasing car, something like that. I don't know exactly what partnership they made, but something like that. Then came the decline stage. Okay, there were other companies which came in the market, and Maruti 800 finally its production stopped in 2014. Nano car also came, so people thought of purchasing Nano, which is less costly as compared to Maruti 800, and because of that, Maruti production was 800. Maruti 800's production was stopped finally in 2014, and then uh, it also tried to launch the new versions of Maruti like Alto and all other things. No, these are versions of Maruti. So I was talking about this curve that day. Okay, so here they tried to launch some version. So this they would have picked it from here. Okay, picked it from here in this direction. See, when the product the sale starts to reduce. That time the product manager may think that okay, the sales are starting to reduce. Uh, then there is some issue with the product, and if it is not properly analyzed, the sales may be because, for example, it's a ice cream company, and the sales of the ice cream company are slightly reduced, maybe because of the rainy season, maybe because of the COVID. Okay, so the product manager should not think that okay, the product has reached to maturity stage now, and people want something new. Okay, so this is something which can be a drawback of this curve. So the product manager and his team has to analyze it exactly what is the reason for the decline in the or reduce in the sales